we've seen yet. Make sure you disappear. Second round. Now things get interesting.
A reminder, folks, to be here for our next giveaway, Gym Bag Day. Come out and receive a free Timberwolves gym bag.
Timberwolves fans, if you're still looking for tickets to any upcoming home games, visit the ticket booth or the team's website for availability.
Don't forget to come out to the game.
The Western Conference Semifinals, Game 1. The Rockets earned their bid into round 2 after a hard-fought 6-game series. Now, the stakes are greater, the challenge that much tougher as they prepare to do battle against the Minnesota Timberwolves. The opening game of the conference semifinals, up next.
These teams are prepared for an epic series. Two of the West's very best. It'll be the Rockets off the tip. Here are the starters for Houston. Dylan Brooks is out there with Alperen Sengun. Then it's Thompson, then it's Shepard, and it's Money in at the 2-guard position. Back to Thompson. 4 on the clock. Pure from 3-point range.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent. Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up.
Here's Dillingham. Outside Edwards. 4-3. Here's Cook. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out. Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Here's Shepard. Pass to Money. Sengun with it. Fires from deep. Edwards pulls it in. Allie LaForce had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. Allie, what do you have to say?
We talked about how Alperen Sengun can act as a facilitator. Coach said he sees the floor like nobody else. He's got a great mind for the game, and if you let him find his guy out of the high post, he will punish you. No doubt about it, they're aware. He is the engine of this offense.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. And Minnesota with possession here. The Rockets getting their last shot to go. Cook, the pass to Edwards. That one's off. He's 0 for 3 now.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Thompson outside. Money, pass to Thompson. Here's Money. It's rebounded by Anthony Edwards. Fires for three. And there's McDaniels. That one's good on the assist by Edwards. And that'll tie this game up.
If you want the title of 3-and-D player, you've got to make three. McDaniels has really worked on that shot.
Here's Shepherd. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Shepherd's got his second bucket on the night. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. During the postseason, let's see who's been working the hardest on the glass. Alperen Sengun, number 1. Outside Edwards. McDaniels passes to Randall. Off the mark there with a three. Houston leading by 3. Oh, he tucks it while it was over the cylinder. That's offensive basket interference. Minnesota has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Outside Edwards. Here's Dillingham. Randall, pass to Cook. Shoots over Sengun. The shot by Cook, no good. The Rockets have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Here's Money. McDaniels covering. Randall with a steal. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
McDaniels from long range drains the triple. McDaniels got 6.
Attacking right away. McDaniels wasting no time there.
Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Who poked away. Money, pass to Brooks. Can't cash it in from close range.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Here's Dillingham, and it's rejected. Out of bounds, Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession. Edwards, a pass to McDaniels. And so ball out of bounds. Thompson touched it last. Rockets on D. Trailing by 2.
First team foul.
Now Randall. No points so far. The 3 is up.
And when it comes to defensive wings, Brooks is as good as it gets.
Here's the break. Oh, from deep. And Thompson gets a 3.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Minnesota has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Randall outside from deep. It's rebounded by Sengun. The Rockets have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Here's Money. Pass to Sengun. Here's Money. Minnesota with a rebound. Cook's got 4 rebounds now. Back to Edwards. launches a three. The offensive rebound. The three ball. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Well, it wasn't a pretty start for him, but now he's got a bucket to build on.
Pass to Shepherd. Over to the wing. Here's Money, guarded by Edwards. Inside, here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Boy, what a throwdown by the well-built 6'9" Julius Randle with power.
Money, pass to Thompson. Here's Money. Pass to Şengün. Thompson outside. Şengün, the screen. Just 5 to shoot. And another miss by Houston. Minnesota leading by 4. Here's Dillingham. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. McDaniels from long range. Second chance effort. Goes up with it again. And it's good on the lay-in.
And I'm just impressed with their effort here early. They've hit the offensive glass so hard. And those...
And so Hero will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They lead by 8. Biggest lead of the game. This is how the floor looks for the Rockets, starting the second. Dylan Brooks is out there with Whitmore. Then there's Alperen Şengün. Then there's Anthony, and it's Money in at the 2.
That's a second foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet, but something to keep an eye on.
Okoro outside. Pass to Hero. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 4 rebounds in the game. And stolen by Edwards. Now Okoro takes a 3. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals. But how about their scoring in transition as well? Oh, that's been a big factor to this point. Are those high tops or track shoes these guys are wearing? My goodness. Already he's looking at his 3rd foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the 3rd quarter.
Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. Here's Edwards. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Oh, got a piece of it. Pass to Money. Anthony up top. Brooks finds Şengün. Here's Money. By Okoro. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Money. Pass to Brooks. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
That's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit. Maybe lost control.
So it's Minnesota with 0 pressure as they hold on to a 35-point advantage. And they've racked up a ton of turnovers. We'll be right back.
And we thank you for joining this postseason broadcast, and it's been an outstanding first half for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
They've been great on the boards. Once these guys establish the position, it's hard to root them out, Shaq.
Tough physical approach. We'll see if adjustments are made on the other side to try and counter that. That's what you were going to say, wasn't it, Shaq?
Yeah, I was asleep. I'm sorry, Ernie.
Seeing how things are shaking down for the Timberwolves. Fellas, at this point in the series, what are you seeing? And that's it for halftime.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Clippers delivered quite a performance. He finished with 30 points and was such a menace on the defensive end. Steals galore. And really, it's a game that will stand out when you look at his career, considering how absurd some of those numbers are. Guys?
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Then there's Dillingham. Then it's Julius Randle, and it's Cook in at the 5. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. McDaniels from long range. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
Brooks, the pass to Money. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Money's gotten his first basket of the night.
Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Randle can't hit. Houston's shooting 44%, a pretty decent clip. Şengün, the screen. Money. From outside, off the mark.
You hate to pile on, but his poor shooting night has really hurt the team.
The shake. Thompson shot is off.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
Here's Money, and he dunks it down.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
Pass to Edwards. Second half of play here. We're just under 2.5 minutes past.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide-open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
Into the lane. And denied at the rim, but they call the foul. The whistle blows, and we'll see him shoot 2 from the line. Houston shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Dillingham. Pass to Edwards. The 3. They get the rebound. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. He's off on the first. That one's no good.
Trying to get it going. Only 1 for 5 to start the second half.
Here's Shepherd over Dillingham. And it's Shepherd missing. Here's Edwards. Another miss by Minnesota.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Here's Money. Takes it inside. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
When you do moves like that and you miss, you know you're going to hear it from your coaches and your teammates.
Pass to Randle. Edwards with it to stop the drought. Book it. And it's Randle with the assist. Randle's got 4 assists in the game.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
The 3 from Thompson. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Just a little too aggressive.
Minnesota calls time here.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Pass to Terry. Three-pointer. And Hero grabs the board.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Here's Money. Brooks from outside. Fires in the triple. Brooks has gotten his third basket of the night.
And you got to at least honor Brooks' three-point shot if you're the defense. I mean, he is more than capable of connecting.
Pass to Matthews. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And the Rockets shooting just about 33% since this second half started. And so Hero will bring it up for Minnesota. To the inside. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Back comes Houston in transition. And Anthony gets it to go on the assist by Brooks. Anthony's got 5 now.
And this is something Brooks must continue focusing on. When he sets up guys, team chemistry improves.
Hero for 3. It's hauled in by Houston.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And so he makes both from the line. Oh, he beats the buzzer just in time. Wow.
Big time bucket, I'll tell you. Great clock management there.
An ideal way to end the quarter with momentum on your side.
And 3 quarters of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Timberwolves ahead, just dominating this one. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a...
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
Continuing our coverage of... And so it's Minnesota easily.
MP has put himself among the greats this season. game means nothing. Wipe that slate clean and get ready.